dimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds. And twixt the green sea and the azured vault, set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and rifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. I thought the strength of the sex change is that it takes away the slightly patriarchal, slightly overbearing sense that you get of, because Prospera is often played by a much older actor, so you have a very old, rather overbearing man with this young girl, this young innocent girl, and you get a real sense of I think, of sort of control and patriarchy that's a little bit overbearing.
What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my mother. I've broke your head to say so.
Admired Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady I have eyed with best regard. Many a time the harmony of their tongues hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women. But you... oh, you...
Well, immediately it just felt like we were all in it together. It didn't, I think, with something like The Tempest, I think everyone who was involved was willing to take on a challenge. And so when everyone is taking a risk, you tend to band together. And we just sort of all leapt into the darkness together, so to speak.
As wicked dew as air, my mother, brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fen, drop on you both. Southwest blow on ye and blister you all over.
We didn't shoot in the Hawaii of the Golden Sands and the beautiful resorts. We shot in the Hawaii
very
of
volcanic looking.
Of the, well, it is. It's Jurassic in the sense it's the youngest landmass on this planet, and therefore you're looking at the Earth as it might have been, 2 million years ago. And we shot on this volcanic plain. It's amazing and it's terrifying.
I do now. Let loose my opinion. Hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that have lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm has come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. There is no other shelter here about. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows.
One of the cast is the comedian Russell Brand.
Comedian, stroke actor, stroke sex god.
I was going to say, yeah. So with a primarily female cast and Russell Brand, I mean, were you locking your hotel doors at night?
Yes, we were, absolutely. I was.
Yeah.
Were you, Felicity?
Yeah, we were just always trying to run away from him most of the time.
One midnight, did Antonio open the gates of Milan. Into the dead of darkness, his ministers for the purpose hurried thence. Me, and thy crying self.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
So dear the love my people bore me. In few they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea where they'd prepared a rotten carcass of a boat. This weekend, 2 big films will open and they'll make a lot of money in the cinema. And I know that in 20 years' time, those films will not be being watched and The Tempest will be. Not necessarily because it's the greatest film in the world. I hope it is a great film, but because it's Shakespeare. And I do believe that Shakespeare in performance to bring, that was certainly my experience. It was Shakespeare in performance that brought me to love Shakespeare, to want to act in Shakespeare, to want to watch Shakespeare, to have it as deeply into my life as it has been.